The title reads Two Great Dates but No Connection Felt? Question mark. So it looks like this is from a guy's point of view. He says, I'm a 39-year-old male, went on two great dates with this girl who's 32. Okay, that's a pretty good age range. She's a bit younger than him. He continues to say, first date was happy hour drinks. Um, Look, happy hour drink sounds like a lot of fun on a date, but you don't want her to be drinking too much, and you also don't want yourself to be drinking too much. I'd say two drinks max, because you don't want to get too drunk on a first day, and you might say a few things that she is offended by. You might let a few things slip. She may not be able to handle her drink. So yeah, you don't want to get all drunk on a first day. That's not a great way to get to know someone. But hey, if you enjoy drinking and she enjoys drinking and you're just there to have a bit of fun, then I guess it's fine. But if you're looking for something long term, then maybe it's probably not the best idea. But hey, if you find out how she acts when she drinks, maybe that's a good sign to know if she's someone you want to date long term or not. So hey, it might work out well in that regard. He says date went well, so she was texting me the next day asking when we could next meet up. Okay, you obviously made a good connection and she seems to like you. She wants to meet up again. He hasn't mentioned anywhere here in the first night kissing multiple times or anything like that, so maybe she's yearning for those sweet lips. But yeah, you got to make a move on a first date because then you can quickly find out if she likes you or not. A girl's going to give you the cheat. She's going to make up excuses and rules for a guy she doesn't like. She's going to kiss Brad Pitt on the first date. Remember that. So why are you not Brad Pitt? That's the mindset you should have. We set up a date for dinner and drinks the next day. More drinks. My God, you're trying to get her drunk. We had a great time. Ended up going to two more places. Okay, I like that idea. You know, keep it a bit more fresh, make it like an experience. I think Coach Corey Wayne says this, doesn't he? He says a woman wants to be in a love story, and a great way of doing that is going to multiple venues. So yeah, I like that so far. Hope you didn't spend too much money on food though. I think a dinner date's fine, maybe after a third date, after you really get to know someone. But maybe splurge in food, drinks, then going to two more places, probably drinking more. This guy must be spending, over $100 straight away on a second date. Would not advise that. He says we kissed multiple times. Okay, he finally kissed her, so that's good. He's getting some bang for his buck there. Near the end of the night, she said she was glad she met me and gave me her real at, as she says she gave me a Google Voice at before for privacy reasons. Okay, so it sounds like she gave him maybe an incorrect name or a fake number or something. Okay, I get it for safety reasons. Yeah, I guess women can't be too safe these days, so I got nothing against that. But I feel like if she really likes you, mate, she's giving you her address, her number, her real name. Do you know what I mean? She's given her the whole shebang if she really likes someone. So that does kind of say to me she's a bit unsure about you, or she got a weird vibe from you. But hey, he's been kissing her all night, so maybe I'm overlooking into that. At the last spot, we also took a couple of cute photos of us. Okay, cute. It's always good to find one of those photo booths. Get those photo booths where it takes like four little mini photos of you, like in like a passport kind of setting. You can make those really fun, especially if there's some like props and stuff. And also you can pull the curtain and get a few kisses in secret. While waiting for my Uber home, I kissed her again and she started making out with me again. Bro, read the signs. Take her back to yours or go back to her place and have some fun. You're about to get an Uber home. She's probably thinking, man, this guy cannot read the signs, and she's like kissing your face off to try and make you stay and basically tell you, like, yeah, she wants to be entered, so to speak. She started making out with me again and didn't want to stop. When my Uber came, she told me to text her when I got home safe. Bro, do not get in that Uber. The only reason to get in that Uber is for her to be with you going back to your place. So it sounds like this guy's really dropped the ball here. She's probably so horny right now. She's probably thinking, if this guy's not going to give it to me, I'm going to go and message the other 10 guys I'm talking to on Hinge. She'd probably be in her right to do that. You know, you're not exclusive. You've left her hanging. She's ready to jump your bones, and you got an Uber home. Maybe all that drink made him need to go to the toilet. Maybe it was an escape, a tactical poo. When my Uber came, she told me to text her when I got home safe. When I did, she wished me sweet dreams. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? She's messaged you sweet dreams while getting the tissue out, wiping away all the excrements of the guy she spent the night with. Sorry for the bad image there, guys. Next day, we were texting and everything seemed fine. She told me to send her videos of the music festival I was going to that night as she needed to live vicariously through me. Okay, a little bit of texting. A little bit of texting is fine after a second date, but don't over text. You want to use the phone for setting up the next day. You don't want to bore her and talk her out of liking you with multiple texts, asking, oh, how's the weather? How was your day? How was work? That's going to bore her and dry her up like the Sahara Desert. The next morning, I wished her good morning and sent her videos. No response. Okay, given that she seems to have a high interest in you, that's a bit suspicious, but hey, don't need to jump the gun here and think the worst. Give her some time, she might be busy. Yesterday, I sent her another text asking about her weekend. Right, this guy's starting to drop the ball here. He didn't take her home when she obviously wanted to be taken home. And now he's double texting. So dating's like tennis. You hit the ball over the net and you wait for her to hit the ball back over. And this guy's lobbing multiple balls at this girl when she's not ready. You sent out a text, now you wait. If you don't hear from her, then you don't speak to her for the rest of your life and you move on to the next girl. When you send multiple texts and her not sending a message back, it comes across as a bit clingy, a bit needy, and that's not a good look for a guy, especially in the dating phase. So she did finally reply. She says, sorry, she forgot to respond. Mate, she does not forget to respond to a guy she really likes. Again, I use the Brad Pitt analogy. Like, she's messaging Brad Pitt multiple times and blown up his phone. That's the mindset you should have. You should be the Brad Pitt. You only want to be dating women who are crazy about you because time is your most valuable resource. She says she forgot to respond to my text, but the festival looked fun and she wanted to let me know she didn't feel the connection she was looking for to move forward romantically, and she'd been open to being friends if still interested. Well, there you go. She's dagger to the heart to this guy's... Yeah. That must have hurt, because he's already probably thinking of the church bells, the wedding, the white picket fence. He's thinking all those things, and now she's just thrown a curveball saying, do you know what? I'm actually not feeling it. I don't think there's a romantic connection. And this guy's sitting there thinking, wait, she was making out with me all night. We went to multiple venues. We had a great time. We got photos together. She asked to message her when he got home safe. So why has she now got different feelings? Well, she was probably repulsed by the constant messaging. She was probably repulsed by you not taking initiative and taking her back to your house to get it on, to fulfill her sexual needs, which might have been fulfilled by the guy who she messaged after you got the Uber home. It's not a nice thought, but that could have happened. I said it was nice meeting her and wished her the best. That's got to suck, but hey, look, at the end of the day, he carries on, so we'll finish the post, but at the end of the day, he had a great experience with this hot girl, I'm guessing. Kissed her, had fun, had some drinks. Just put it down as a win and move on to the next. It's an experience. She wasn't that into you and you dropped the ball, and that's completely fine. It's a lesson learned, even at the age of 39, even in that mature category. Find a woman who's crazy about you and just say, hey, that was a good time, good experience, and a lesson learned. Here's a final paragraph here, which we'll just fly through. I guess I was a bit blindsided. How do you go from 2 great dates, kissing multiple times, giving out your real number, taking pictures with each other, wishing the person sweet dreams, and asking for videos of their music festival to say you didn't feel a connection? Yeah, I knew this guy would have that opinion. He's completely bamboozled This woman's speaking womanese to him, and he's like, what the hell happened? Things were going great. It was fireworks, sunshine and rainbows. But then she turns into a tornado, super miserable, dreary rain. Hey, women are like the weather. Sometimes you just can't control it, you can't expect it. That's just how women operate. And yeah, he's completely bamboozled by it. The only things I can think that are the point that kids got brought up, and I said I was leaning towards wanting them, and she said she was leaning towards not. Okay, maybe, but that's not going to stop her from wanting to jump your bones and have fun with you. Now maybe he went down the route of going down the relationship talk, maybe being a bit too serious when all she wanted was just a bit of fun. That could have turned her off. I did tell her I like to meet the right person first, and we can decide from there which seems she'd be accepting of. Maybe these talks are a bit too OTT, especially in the early dating phase. It happens, it's completely fine, especially if you're dating seriously with intention. So, yeah, these conversations are going to come up, but yeah, maybe she just thought, hey, this guy's not right for me because we have different values. But I really do think it's just down to him not taking the initiative by taking her back to his place and having fun. Because maybe she was just in it for a bit of fun. The only other thing is the music festival's EDM, one which I guess I could see some women thinking maybe a bit too partish for a guy in his late 30s to be attending. Yeah, maybe, but from the sounds of it, your dates were quite childish. You know, you went to a happy hour and you had lots of drinks and you were just having fun. It wasn't overly serious, so it seems like she was digging that. And at the end of the day, if she really likes you, she doesn't mind your hobbies. She'll either be interested in the same hobbies as you, like even if she wasn't into EDM and she was into like country music, she'd become an EDM fan if she was really into you. And even if she was never into EDM, she'd be like, hey, I really like this guy. He can be into that. I'm still going to really like him. Still going to support him. That's not going to turn her off. He ends by saying, but nonetheless, still surprised that what seemed to be a lot of interest and momentum quickly changed to not being interested. Any thoughts? Yeah, I kind of just discussed all those points, but for me, I put it down as a positive. I put that down as a win. He had some fun. She was obviously an attractive woman who was younger than him by about 7 years. Hey, on to the next. You're 39, still got a lot of road ahead. Enjoy your time and put that down as a learning experience. Anyway, that's all, guys. Cheers. See ya.